Ready. Yes, hold on. 54. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tate. He's got Burton here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Tate. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Check out. Good dad. Run left. Good.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He's checked. Left. Switch. Shift. Left.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Come on out here, come get some.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
0-0. I'll go special. Let's see it. He's got it. Double up. 36 power. Check 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
12. Hey, 0.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Run left, run left. Hey, guys, listen. Good job right there. Check. Watch twist. One guy, slow down. Switch. Check three.
They'll run here with Ingram. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's get it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
You got check right there. Check. Hey, alert 3. Watch the ship.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw. Tate. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and long. Man open. It's Goodwin. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
He finds Robinson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Ingram. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the safety creep. Zebra.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch the edge. Hey, watch the edge, watch it. Smart that. One left.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Cut. 25, check 25. Shoot. Watch out. Jam. Check nickel. Check. There. One left.
Here's Ingram. Fighting through. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Draw play, Ingram now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Dancing to his left. That is caught by Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Everyone, you got 4 down. That's it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to throw. Tate. This one into the hands of Burton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 3, and he completes it to Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because
and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. On 4th down, Tate. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful.
14,
Not so far in this game.
Run it. Exit. Sponge. No. Check safety.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Defense all day. All day. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill, kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, 0-0-0. Joker. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 36 power. Good time.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Let's get this.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, 3-15. Hey, 0-0-0. Go. Over. Shoot. Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Alert. Check 49. Check 95.
To throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Play action, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Check, crunch. Check 50. Check 20. Hey, 0. 10. Under 10. 10. Four down. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
14. Hey, alert. Go.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Run left.
On third down, Wilson. Now he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Tate. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Get it together, defense.
To throw again. Tate. Robinson's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 82 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great, you've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to click. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Looking to throw. Tate. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Tate. He's got Burton here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 14. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Tate. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Tate. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
Alert 3. It's 3. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, guys, listen. Tighten up.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
58 to Mike. You ain't 19. Gun. Watch the pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the run.
From the gun on third down. Tate, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Back to throw. Tate. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Throwing on first down. Tate, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards into Chicago first down. On 1st and 10. Tate, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw. Tate, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Bears on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
He's coming, double up. Preload. Check 4. Check 9.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. 36. Go. 4 down. Check.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. There's the stiff arm. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, alert 3.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, it's the NFL on EA Sports.